Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Moshe Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Moshe Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Moshe Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Moshe Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Moshe Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Moshe Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Moshe Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Moshe Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Also on Anchor FM/support and PayPal. Also check out the cool merchandise on Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including books by me and Mohsen Zia, go to Amazon.com/me and Mohsen Zia and order today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who is basically once a lead singer and guitarist, formerly of Ma Shot Pa, and also Third Class Passenger. And he's been performing for 25 years, and he's from Plant City, Florida, now in Wilmington, North Carolina, and he just embarked on a solo career, and he's got a new album out called Down by the Fire, and we'll be featuring Thin Disguise in just a few minutes on the Mike Wagner Show. And live from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Wilmington, North Carolina, the very, very multi-talented singer, songwriter, guitarist, and the exceptional Davy Williamson. Davy, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Well, it's great to have you on as well, too. You've been performing for 25 years. You grew up in Plant City, Florida, now in Wilmington, North Carolina, and you are the former lead singer and guitarist of Third Class Passenger and Ma Shot Pa. And you just went solo recently. I have to congratulate you on that. You've got a new album called Down by the Fire, which will feature Thin Disguise in just a few minutes on the Mike Wagner Show. Getting a lot of rave reviews and taking it new heights, and you just have an amazing sound as in the heavy metal and guitar genre as well, too. And before we get into all that, tell us how it first got started, Davey.
Well, first off, whenever you say it's 25 years been at it, it made me feel a little old. So
What? That's why you're a legend, Davey. You should feel proud.
At what point does it go from I'm just a musician to, oh, wait a minute, I might be a legend?
Well, according to me, you're a legend. You should be happy than just being stuck in a low level, just like, entry level, 25 years or something. I mean, you basically have been going at it for quite some time, and you made solo. That's a big thing for you.
Yeah. I'm having a good time doing it still.
Oh, yes.
Years. And yeah, some successes have happened, and more now than ever, and really enjoying all the opportunities that I've been given from kind of sticking around, if you want to call it that. Just, I guess if the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and if I've been squeaking now for a long time, so finally getting the grease, and it feels good, and we're doing a good job, and I think recording and getting things kind of prepared for COVID lifting and being able to get out and get in front of the crowds is what we're most anticipating or hoping to get started soon. So.
Mm-hmm. And also, you grew up in Plant City, and you live in Wilmington, North Carolina. Tell us about your trek from Plant City heading over to Wilmington, where you're at.
Yeah, I don't really remember a lot of it. I believe I was 2 when we left Plant City when I was a child, and ended up in Wilmington. And I grew up here, spent most of my adulthood and childhood here. So elementary school, middle school, high school, some college, moved a little further north up towards ECU country and lived up there and went to school in that area, and then came back down to Wilmington. And then I kind of just started touring and playing music all over the country, and whether it be West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, and some of Canada and the Caribbean, I've just consistently been playing shows and kind of honing in on trying to do something with the music business, and it looks like finally we're starting to make a little headway. So I'm excited about that. And
it sounds you're making headway too, doing a great job. And who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up, and especially guitarists?
I just finished an interview, and I was asked the same question about the guitarist. I think that over the years, the more I learned about music, the faster and different my genres changed. And one that I think blew the last interviewer's mind was I started off with Randy Rhoads.
Oh, yes.
Come on. So then you got Randy Rhoads, but then I think from there it went to Eric Clapton. Then from Eric Clapton it went to Eric Johnson. And Eric Johnson I went to, which blew the mind, was James Taylor. And then and the thing is that I'm such a big music fan that I have appreciation for all things and all different talents. There's a place for each thing and to be great in each lane. And I being such a big fan, it's whether I'm playing or messing around with James Taylor songs or whether I'm trying to figure out what in the world Randy Rhoads was doing. Either way, I'm enjoying it and I'm learning something so that I can potentially put it all together and come out with something similar to what I have attempted to do this go round.
Mm-hmm. And also too, what was that one precise moment that influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
I think it would go back to watching a couple of the first different concerts that I went to, and then seeing my uncle. I have an Uncle Bill, and Uncle Bill is an amazing guitar player, still plays, and I remember watching him and being just blown away at how good he was. And then I would go see concerts, and I would come back to him and be like, yeah, I just went and saw these guys. Can you play that? And then he immediately just pops in and does it. And I would be like, whoa, that's so cool. And I think at that moment I was like, if I can get as good as my Uncle Bill, then I'm going to be able to get as good as the guys that are on stage. And then one day I can be on the stage, and then one day I can be famous and and then I can just never have to work again, and then I can just play music. And now here we are, 25 years later. So,
well, I have to say this: you did accomplish a great deal. You've been with Third Class Passenger. You've been with Ma Shop Pa. You're now on a solo career, and we'll talk about those in just a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout-out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Me and Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love would be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Me and Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Me and Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Also on Anchor FM/support and PayPal. Also, don't forget to check out the cool merchandise on Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including great books by me and Mosensia, go to Amazon.com/Me and Mosensia and order today. We're here with a terrific singer, songwriter, guitarist, very multi-talented Davy Williamson, formerly a Third Class Passenger and Ma Shop Pa, just broke into a solo career here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about your latest album, Down by the Fire with Thing in the Skies, we'll play that in just a few minutes. You've been playing with Third Class Passenger and Ma Shop Pa before going solo. Tell us about those 2 groups that you've been with.
Yeah, so Third Class Passenger started off. That's where things really took a turn into very serious with the business. I ended up moving from Wilmington up to New York City. I had played music with a couple guys, Chris McCullen, as well as Jason Gerganis, Jason playing drums and Chris McCullen on the bass guitar. And we had started writing songs, and it mainly was just we were just having fun and playing around. And then we started writing songs, and the songs started to have some substance. And then we started to grow a small fan base locally here in Wilmington. And then I kind of just jumped out and went for it. and drove myself up to New York City. And much like a story that you've probably heard before, somebody was playing on the side of the street and then somebody found them. That's exactly what happened to me, except for, unfortunately, the people who found me weren't necessarily tied directly to the music business, but they knew people. So I played on the side of the street, and it turns out somebody came by that worked near where I was playing in the street, and then they grabbed a hold of me and said, hey, you need to come meet this person, and this person introduced me to that person, and before you know it, somebody had funded the opportunity for me to go into the recording studio and record a CD. We took that CD, had some success with it, Jägermeister tour, a couple different things, and Zippo Hot tour, and grew a decent-sized fan base. But unfortunately, Jason took on more of a serious role with his now wife and family, and moved that route. And then Chris McCullen decided he was going to focus on his dance career. He runs a dance studio. And so then it left me by myself running around trying to do radio shows and this and that. And so I kind of ended up on my own again, which begets the next, which was moving over to Ma Shop Pa. Ma Shop Pa being more of a punk rock band again. Friends as well as my brother started this band, started out playing just local shows, and then locals turned into regional, and then regional turned into more on the eastern half of the United States.
Wow.
And we did a lot of shows and had a lot of success with it as well. Put out a record. It did really well. Did a lot of shows with some of my favorite bands. We played with the Misfits, Less Than Jake, a couple different style punk bands like that we did. And I've always loved punk rock music, and kind of that's been part of my background musically, as well as the hard rock side of things. But again, the band breaks up because somebody doesn't like this or what's going on here, and nobody can tour and this and that, which has led me to going out and just doing everything my own and playing all the instruments my own, writing everything on my own, and now promoting it and trying to get that fan base to grow even further than where it's at today.
Wow, that is very amazing. How'd you guys come up with the names Third Class Passenger and Ma Shop Pa? That sounds pretty interesting. I think of Ma Shop Pa as just like, just being like, a jug band or something. It's like, being out in the country, or like, Beverly Hillbillies in a way. And yes, there are bands that do love to play the jug.
Yeah, you're right. The Ma Shop Pa thing kind of was a joke of us being from North Carolina and being hillbillies. But then it was when we were touring and we would go up to Massachusetts or Pennsylvania, people started thinking that it was Massachusetts shot Pennsylvania. And so it turned into like that kind of
Massachusetts shot Pennsylvania? What are they trying to do? Start a war?
Right. But we were like, well, we're just a couple of hillbillies down here playing punk rock, which was supposed to be like Mama Shot Papa, that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it was all pretty silly, but at the end of the day, it didn't work out like we planned. Now, as far as Third Class Passenger, that's an old Langston Hughes poem. And I am a bit of an avid reader. And well, back then I was a lot more than I am today, but I was into a lot of different types of books and poets and this kind of thing. And I happened to just be in the middle of reading the Langston Hughes book, and I kind of flipped through it while we were having the conversation. I opened it up and I said, "Wow, this was a great poem, Third Class Passenger," and that's it stuck. And then we just went with that, and there we were, and Third Passenger was.
That is amazing. And you talked about reading some poetry. You also read some authors as well too, some really good books. Who are some of your favorite authors growing up?
I was into a lot of philosophy more than I was anything else. So a lot of that. Aristotle, Plato. I read some stuff, Tolstoy, Nietzsche. It's just I was all over the place. I honestly, I was so scatterbrained, and I think I was just searching out answers. But I was trying to find them inside of a library.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't. I don't think that ever really gave me the right answer or the right direction. But if anything, I learned a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it helped me in the writing process of learning how to put words together.
Mm. Now, is that what you base your lyrics on? Is philosophy and poems? And if not, what else do you base your lyrics on?
It's not at all, especially now. A little bit early on, it was more with some of the other bands. It was more. Some of it was political driven. Some of it was. I don't know, more real life experiences. And as I got older, that's how the writing is kind of taking shape, is that it's more of personal experience or situational based experiences of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right on today and the way I go about it.
I see what you're saying, too. And also, we'll talk about your album, Down by the Fire, and you also have Thin Disguise and Cliché. And tell us more about Down by the Fire.
So Down by the Fire, it's a EP or an album. There's 8 tracks, so technically I think that makes it an album. But there's actual 6 tracks. One is an interlude, and there's 8 tracks total. One's an interlude, one's an outro. But those aren't real songs lyric-based and all that kind of thing. There's actually 6 songs lyric-based in it, so I keep calling it an EP, or at least that's the way it's listed, is Down by the Fire EP. Down by the Fire, the idea and the name for it was kind of living in hell, or close as I can to hell, or feeling that way. And it begets the lyrics that are the other songs that are within the EP. Mm-hmm. It's there's a song, I think it's track 6, that is actually named Down by the Fire, and I'm just excited for everybody to hear the EP, and that all happens this coming Saturday, March 6th. It goes on pre-sale, so I'm looking forward to everybody getting a listen on it and kind of getting feedback on it and seeing what everybody thinks.
Mm-hmm. That sounds amazing, too. You also have 2 releases from that, Thin Disguise and Cliché, and tell us about those 2.
Yeah, so Thin Disguise is kind of, I don't know what happened. We've introduced it as a introduction track to radio, which was picked up significantly. I think we ended up a little over 100 stations picked it up and were playing it throughout the country, which was kind of unexpected right away, because I've been gone from Ma Shop Pa, I think, over 10 years now, so I haven't put anything else out. Mm-hmm. But it was picked up and it was well received, and we've had incredible reviews on it, and a lot of interest in trying to get me to continue to push forward, which is what led to me doing the EP. Originally, I had written Thin Disguise back when I was with Third Class Passenger, or at least I had kind of started with the melody on it, and I had started with the guitar lines, but I didn't have a real structure with it, and I never finished it because the band broke up. Mm-hmm. I wasn't the style of band to be able to put that kind of riff in, and so when I went back into the studio this time, I said, I've been messing with this track a little while. Let's see if we can do something with it. Released it, and boom, it kind of took off. In fact, it hit number 1 on the iTunes rock charts in South Africa. Very nice. Ironically, and then also hit number 19 in Canada on Canada radio. Wow. So it's been going really good, and I'm excited again for what's to come, even starting this weekend. And Cliché is what's going to be the single starting next week. It will come out on radio. It'll be everywhere, all streaming services and everything as well. If you make a download, or if you end up purchasing a hard copy CD, then that automatic, you get a pre download of Cliché. Go along with your purchase.
That is amazing. And we'll be playing Thin Disguise from Down by the Fire in just a minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor, The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mohsen Zia, about his book Missing, Available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with Thin Disguise off of Down by the Fire from Davy Williamson, formerly of Ma Shop Pa, after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing. Available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We are back with singer, songwriter, guitarist, formerly of Ma Shop Pa and Third Class Passenger, Davy Williamson here on the Mike Wagner Show from Pine City, Florida, now in Wilmington, North Carolina. And right now, here is the song we've been talking about here, Thin Disguise off of Down by the Fire from Davy Williamson, right here on the Mike Wagner Show. Great song. That was Davy Williamson with Thin Disguise here on the Mike Wagner Show off of Down by the Fire. And, of course, we are talking more about it. And once again, tell us about this. Where can we find this great song, Thin Disguise, at?
So you can find that it's on iTunes, available right now. It's also on Apple Music and any streaming service that you can think of. It's everywhere. And it's already available because it was already pre-released. You can also check it out on my website, davywilliamson.com, and it's right there for you to be able to get a listen on just the same.
That sounds amazing. We're with singer-songwriter, very multi-talented Davy Williamson here on the Mike Wagner Show. Love to have you back on. Thank you for your time. You've been amazing. And just a few more minutes with Davy as well. And what can you expect from you in 2021 and beyond?
Well, Mike, we just finished filling out all the paperwork for submission to the Grammys.
Oh, nice.
So we have all that information. I received all the recommendations, doing the membership and all that kind of thing. We're kind of loading up and trying to get everything set up for when COVID gets released to get back out there and start playing shows and getting in front of the crowds and kind of partnering up with some other names and doing some touring. So looking forward to that, and mainly looking forward to getting out of the house again, right?
Oh, my gosh. I think everybody's saying that, including yours truly. And the way this pandemic is going, it's been nice, essential. You don't have to worry about COVID, but yet I don't mind just taking my equipment, just getting outside myself during interviews. It's like, I'm tempted just to cut a sunroof for where I'm at or just build a remote studio outside, like in my backyard, patio, or anything like that. You got me some good ideas there, Davey.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that's so amazing. And who do you consider your biggest influence in your career?
Biggest influence in my career? Oh, boy. That's a tough call. I really don't know the answer to that. There's been so many influences from some of the people musically that I've listened to. I mean, I'm a big fan of Aerosmith. I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin. I'm a big fan of Lagwagon. I'm a big fan of Otis Redding. Big fan of Toto. I mean, I'm all over the place. I'm just such a massive music fan. That's what's influenced me or has become my driving force is really just that I idolize some of the musicians before me and hope I ever get the opportunity to be able to, one, meet them, but perform beside them as well.
And certainly looking forward to that as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
It's hard to give anybody advice whenever I'm still trying to figure it out on my own, but the one constant or the one thing that seems to always stick with me is that never give up on if you're trying to pursue a music career. If you continue to just stay in it and you continue to push forward, and eventually you'll become a household name, or you'll at least get close to it. Even if just a few people know you and appreciate who you are, I think that's good enough, and you'll be happy with your success.
And that's very important as well, too. Very good advice. Once again, singer-songwriter, guitarist, multi-talented Davy Williamson on the Mike Wagner Show. Davy, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Just keep us up to date. Looking forward to having you back on. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Yeah, the easiest way to find me is if you just type my name into Google, a Google search. It's Davy Williamson, D-A-V-Y, Williamson, W-I-L-L-I-A-M-S-O-N. You can also find me at davywilliamson.com, and on that, there's a bar that goes across in the center, and it has every avenue to be able to find me, whether it be Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of those. It's all just a click away, and you can find that at davywilliamson.com.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Davy, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch. You've been terrific.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Mike. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, everybody. My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.